Hey, 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 this is your recap auntie. Hey, y'all, this is Shar, and welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new, I am your recap auntie, baby, and I have recapped all of the episodes of Beyond the Gates. But this video today is about y'all. It's about the comments. The comments are my content. Okay, so we talk. We kiki on the front porch. This is the front porch talk portion of our video today, and because y'all had a lot to say, we're gonna read. Hopefully, we're gonna capture some pictures. Because y'all had a lot to say, baby. I love it, though. So I'm catching up from everything that you guys have said on the last front porch. Plus, I think 101, y'all said some stuff. And then on 103, I think, no, 102 and 103. So this is going to be a long video. Y'all had a lot to say. Y'all was so pissed. Because, we're in the front porch, right? We talking. I went to go see this wonderful play called Immediate Family, directed by the beautiful Felicia Rashad. Yes, Felicia Rashad from The Cosby Show. Yes. She wasn't there, unfortunately, but I'm sure she's going to be in one of the shows. But it's playing here in my city, and one of my good friends got me a free ticket to go. So I was going to say, sure, I'm going. I don't turn down no free stuff, especially if it's going to benefit me. And watching them on stage was really, really great. It always inspires me when I see my people on stage, baby, because they do it. So anyway, last night before I came in, I had, 1,090 followers, right? So when I wake up, honey, two people had a nerve to damn unsubscribe. So I was down to 188. I'm like, what? I mean, not 188, but 1,088. And I was like, I know, my mouth is very colorful. But I have a good heart. There's some people who you don't hear them curse, and they have a heart that is dark as the sin in the deepest part of hell. But I have a good heart. I really do. And I try to be funny, and I'm being authentically me. And, sometimes YouTube will purge your list, if they have some people who haven't really subscribed in a long time or got rid of their YouTube channels or whatever the case may be, you will see a difference in your subscriber count. It doesn't mess up the viewer because a view is a view. That's how you get paid, y'all. If you're trying to do this, the views is what counts the most. Although the subscribers get you over the threshold so you can start monetizing, but it's the subscribers, it's the views that count. It really does. So I'm grateful for that. But for y'all's with the S, who are my ride or dies or who have been here on the front porch with me, since the beginning, or since I did start this front porch, can y'all share my video out so we can go ahead and get past some goals, baby? I want to get to 1,100. I want to get to 11,000. 1,100 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers, 5,000 tickets. I want it to grow, but I don't want to change because I ain't got no sponsorships. I ain't got no brands and stuff. If I have a brand and I need to do a separate video for that, then yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it. But it's like, most people, I look at my analytics, and most of y'all out there who love me are women ages 64 and up. I would have never guessed. Those are the women, the people who listen to me more, whether they subscribe to me or not. Especially if you ain't subscribed, go and subscribe. Come on now, just join the family. You ain't got to talk. You ain't got to say nothing unless something does resonate with you. Yeah, you might say hi sis, or hey auntie, something like that. But yeah, I want you to come on in here and be a family with me. But that kind of like made me a little bit mad, not too mad, but just a little bit when I had a 1090 last night, and I woke up and two people had either unsubscribed or YouTube may have purged them out. But the ride or dies, the people who are here, that's who I'm focused on. Because sometimes we get like that. Like if you have a birthday party and you invite all these people, we get so focused on the people who didn't show up. You need to be focused on the people that are there, honey, and have a good time. And that's why I'm here, to have a good time with my family, baby, on the front porch. So I really do love y'all. But I just had to tell y'all that. I be telling y'all this and that, this and that, and that and this about stuff that goes on in my life. I do that. And we also drop nuggets too. Another church announcement I might put at the very beginning. Don't forget that on tomorrow, 7:30-ish Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully everything will go off without a hitch. That I will be on live, hey, saying hi, chit-chatting, and just definitely, just celebrating my 1,000. Shit, I'm happy about that. That 1,000 was huge for me. And I'm so happy not too many people are that consistent to at least get to this phase. So I'm just really surprised that I was able to do what I did since February. So it's not that I gained that quickly, like to 1,000. I was at seven something for a long time, 700, 750. So between February and now, I was able to gain to 1,000 subscribers. We're over 1,000 subscribers, and I'm really happy. And I know it's because of y'all. Y'all keep my content relevant. You share, you comment, and we do make this place a fun, good, grown ass time. So thank y'all. So y'all been talking, baby. When I mean talking, on the front porch, the last one is 12 comments. On episode number 102, there's 37 comments. And on episode number 103, there are 51 comments. So I'm going to definitely try my best to screen capture and post it in this video. I'm going to try my best. I really am. Because again, your words do matter. And I'm not changing. I'm just telling you that it's definitely more than I could have ever dreamed of, and so here for it. And I really am appreciative for all of y'all, but I will definitely take the time, because all I got to do is really go over my script for my show that I'm in. So I think I've talked enough. So let me put on my glasses, because sometimes y'all know I got the cute ones and I got the prescribed ones. So let me see what we got on the front porch. The last front porch was episode number 101. So let's see what we got. We have Anti-Gone H5270. Hey, Anti, what's going on, girl? I think that she spoke before. Hey, my love. She says, girl, I was cracking up when I heard Martin say he was calling the office again, honey. I thought I was the only one tickled by that. I think Martin is using that as an avoidance tactic to weasel out of those recent awkward conversations he is confronted with lately. After Martin faked that whole phone convo a couple of weeks ago just to avoid Smitty coming down those stairs, wanting answers, I said, I got to keep my good eye on his ass. Or the good congressman. Yeah, you do got to keep your good eye on that good congressman, girl. But yeah, he kept talking about, because he did it at Nicole's house and then he did it again. I just don't think that I think that he's really hurt by what Vernon had put him through, and he just don't want to face his anger, because he's pissed. He is pissed about the fact that he don't have his husband. Nicole has a choice. She can go back to her husband. Granddaddy and grandmammy, they are together, but his husband put him out because he listened to what they fucking said. So I think he's really mad at Vernon for what happened. I really feel like he is. I think he's pissed about the decisions that he made. But thank you, Aunty. We got James, our resident gentleman. He says the most recent episodes have shown Nicole and Danny strengthening their sisterly bond. Danny's resilience, intestinal fortitude, and empathy is what is not only keeping Nicole afloat right now, but propelling her forward as well. If this trend continues, it will be one of the bright spots. That little hope in all these storms, Sandra mentioned. That is so true, James. That is so true. I'm loving the sisterly encouragement and bond that they've shared, because we saw how Nicole was there for Danny, when things went down with what's his name? What's that nigga name? What's his name? If y'all see my show, I'm talking about perimenopause stuff. What is his name? I know y'all screaming like Bill, Auntie Bill. Child, and I'm in a show, and I have to remember lines. Believe it, I remember. I don't know why I'm going to call that man Brian so bad, but it was Bill. Bill, honey, Bill, yeah, how she was there for her sister and Bill. But yeah, that's a great statement. Thank you, James. We have Miss Pearlie Cole, 9546. Hey, Miss Pearlie, she says Clark Gable had bad breath because he had ill-fitting dentures, which caused him to have mouth ulcers. That is what caused the halitosis. Wow, Miss Pearlie, are you in medicine? Because I swear you always come up with the most amazing statements. That breakdown was so good. Thank you so much, Miss Pearlie. Wow. Ill-fitting dentures. That's deep. But thank you so much, Miss Pearlie. But I can't say that about my ex. But thank you. We have Lightning Storm. Hey, Lightning. Lightning says, one thing I've noticed about this show is that they go to great lengths to get everyone together in one place, and then the what hits the fan. First, it was Bill and Haley's wedding. Then it was Ted and Nicole's anniversary party. Now it's the Articulates concert. This concert is going to be lit. Some big things are going to happen with the whole cast being there. Yes, ma'am. It was such a great concert. I think this was like before the show aired. But thank you so much as always, Lightning. Yeah, they do pick a moment where they all can be together at one time, and I think that seeing all that melanin in one place is so beautiful. But thank you, Lightning. We have my girl Cynthia Judkins 2250. Hey, Cyn, she says to reply to me ghosting the guy that you was talking about, honey. He was lovely. Was he sent? Damn, girl. Was he fine though? Then that lovely came out afterwards. I hate that for you, girl. But I know you got your man now. You married, so he's more than he ain't lovely at all. He's great. He might be more luscious than lovely, ain't he, Sin? Thank you, Sin. She also says, yes, female dogs do have cycles too. Yeah, I was talking to my boyfriend about it, and he was like, yeah, his kids, his ex-wife, they have a dog, and when they first got her, they had to put a pamper or some type of diaper on her. I was like, let me get a boy dog. If I get one, it'll be a boy. I don't want, and she'll have to be fixed. Of course, he'll have to be fixed too, because he'll be around here humping everything. But yeah, it'll be a boy. But thank you, Sin, for clarifying that for me. Thank you. We have Miss Gina Lord. Hey, Gina. She says, way back in the day, honey, I ghosted my boyfriend real hard. He lived one town over. I didn't have a phone, but he did. I would just pop up. He would just pop up at my place. I never told him I was moving. I just left and never called his ass again. Well, you had to do what you had to do, Gina. I mean, no judgment, like we said. We listen and we don't judge. Thank you, Gina, for sharing that stuff with me. You do share a lot of personal things with me, and I do appreciate that so much, Gina. And you and Cent, definitely. Thank you so much. We have James. He says, every time we try to get out of the real world for just an hour or two, it pulls us back in. No, Shikari, no. I just saw a headline and could not bring myself to read what happened. I'm going to jump back behind the case and pull the covers over my head. Too much going on out there that I do not want to see. Yeah, I saw that she was in a scuffle or kerfuffle or whatever it is with her boyfriend, and he said no, it didn't happen. So yeah, Shikari, isn't she from Chicago? And I don't think her mother is living, so I don't know how many female mentors or leaders that she have in her life that can really mother her. But clearly her mother might have passed away on her while she was still, growing and need to understand a lot of things in life. And when you don't have that guidance there, you can really stray, and do some things that are really out of your character, or, that's norm for people in Chicago, because it ain't not out the norm for people in DC for men and women to fight. It ain't out the norm for them to do it up in Chicago. It ain't out the norm for them to do it in Detroit, Miami, Compton, Brooklyn. That's of the norm, although it shouldn't be of the norm. But all of us got some family members that we know of, that we love, that have definitely gotten into a fight with a man, and the man fought them back, and they fought back, and sometimes that women would get a good lick on them. And again, I am not advocating violence, please, no, but I'm just telling you what I know, from family. Yeah, it happens. I ain't never been in that, because I'd rather walk away than to be fighting somebody. I ain't doing that. But thank you, James. Yeah, that was really sad to hear about Shikari, but hopefully eventually she will get the guidance that she needs to move her into her next phase in her career and in her womanhood. We have Crystal Waters 4426. Hey, Crystal. She says, I just read that Clark Gable smoked 3 packs of cigs and 2 pipes of tobacco a day. Damn. No wonder his breath smell. His mouth must have tasted like a fucking ashtray. What do actresses do in that case? Ooh, pray there are no kissing scenes with him. Damn, I'm right. I just said damn, Crystal. Damn. Yeah, maybe they chewed a lot of gum. Maybe they made him chew gum before they did a kissing scene. And most of their kissing scenes were like closed mouth. If you remember back in the day, you never saw tongue. It was like just lip on lip, and then they dipped them, and their back, the man's back is to the camera. So most times you don't see what they do. You just don't see it. Hold for just a second. I heard a noise in my house. I'm the only one in here. Don't let me pull out some shit. And then somebody up in here now. Anyway, hold on. Put y'all on hold like I had y'all on the phone or something. Yeah, I think that one of the pens that's on like my desk had fell on the floor. I was like, I want to make sure there wasn't nobody in here. Shit. But thank you, Crystal. As always, we have Gina Lloyd. She says they talk about Rowena all the time, but have we seen her? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. And Kat talks about her. Anita talks about her. Even people who come on the show just one time talk about it. Ain't nobody seen Rowena. So James says once they get smart and cast our auntie on the show, we'll see Rowena all the time. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. Thank you, my love. All right. While I was sitting here editing, I saw that Gina had responded to James's saying that they need to cast me as Rowena. And she says, I love it. So I wanted to make sure that I'd added her in here. Thank you so much, Gina. All right. Those are all the comments on the front porch from episode number 101. So let's go to episode comments on episode 102. Let me see what the hell y'all talking about. All right, we have Raquel Batson, 3260. Hey, Raquel. She says, I loved the read that Danny gave Martin, honey. Finally, it was time for him to be told about him and his funky disposition. Girl, you ain't never lied. When I tell you that Danny told that man that it is not about you, it is not about you today. Yes, be mad, be hurt, but today you need to bring your ass over to this concert. When I tell you we needed that, I needed to hear her tell him off about putting himself aside. She's like, even your constituents tell you that you show up for them, but you can't even come to the concert for your own grandmammy. I know he was like, yes, I am a sick son of a bitch. Yes, you are. You are every consonant, vowel in that word. You sure are. Put your feelings to the side and bring your ass to the concert and have a good time. So yeah, that was a good read. So thank you, Raquel. House of Sir James, 2514. Hey, Sir James, what's going on, my love? Hey, boo. I don't remember ever seeing you before, so let me read your comment. Love your recaps. Thank you, my love. Let you know, honey, this is the front porch, and you are so welcome to join us anytime to let you know that your comments do matter, your words do matter over here, because the comments are the content, okay? So just so that you know, honey, I might click a heart and a thumbs up, but I am responding to you on this video so that you know that I'm just not, just clicking and keeping it going. No, your words do matter. They mean so much to me. So thank you. Please don't let this be the first or the last time. Okay, love? Thank you, Sir James. All right, the other James, honey, we got two men, baby. We got two. All right, we have Shy M10. Hey. She says, yes, that was very powerful between Vernon and Tyrell, wasn't it? Wasn't it, Shy? I thought that using the youngest guy on the set compared to the oldest guy on the set was absolutely amazing. And he pretty much validated Tyrell that, yeah, you're a man and I see you. Yeah, everybody else wants to look at you as being a kid, but I'm telling you that I acknowledge you for being the man that you are. And if they gave me permission, honey, I would tell you everything that you need to know. Everything. So yes, I agree. It was such a powerful moment. James also says, very powerful summary of the scene between Vernon and Tyrell. You absolutely nailed it. Finally, a positive scene between two black males interacting on this show. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first for this show, and I believe that you're right. Thank you, James, as always. Yes, I believe that you're right. It would have made sense if Tyrell would have talked to his grandfather, Ted, but Ted around there, like I said, he's seen Leslie more than he's seen Tyrell. So yeah, I think that they set that up to be nice, and that Clifton Davis and that young man had such a touching moment. And Tyrell was like, I don't like that you treat me like them. And Clifton was like, hey, I got you. Vernon I'll tell you. If they give me permission, I'll tell you. So yeah, I thought that was so lovely, not lovely in the cat sense of the word, but really a great moment. Really a great moment. But thank you, James. We have Cynthia Judkins, 2250. She says the scene with Vernon and Tyrell was touching. Yes, everybody seems to agree with that. Yes, honey. Yes, Cynthia, it was very touching indeed. Thank you, girl. Gina Lloyd, she says, I really do appreciate your in depth reviews. My episode 102 recording was missing the first 17 minutes due to a tornado coverage. Oh my God, in your area. Oh my God, Gina. Oh, see, that's why I do these because I think, I like to do the full recap. But at the same time, I don't think about the fact that some of the fam is dealing with like power outages or tornado warnings or stuff like that. So hopefully you're well, you and your family, loved ones are well, girl. It's my pleasure to do whatever I can to make you listen to the extended version of these episodes of Beyond the Gates. But that's my pleasure, my love. If nothing else, I want to make sure that you get what you need and that you hear. You can hear what you want and have a good time and laugh. And I do hope that you and your family are safe. So thank you, my love. We have Raquel Batson 3260. She says, Smitty is beyond pissed at Vernon right now. Ain't one nigga, his face was like unbothered. Like, he was like, what you want, Vernon Dupree? He would call him by his first and last name. What you want, Vernon Dupree? It's because of you that me and my husband ain't together. So what the fuck you want? He is so over it. He's so over. He's so disappointed in both of them. So yeah, you are so right. You're so right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Raquel. We have Jasmine Williams 5565. Hey Jazz. She says the Bitulets drama will likely be anticlimactic, but the convo with Vernon and Tyrell was gold. He spoke to the young man with respect while at the same time keeping him in a child's place. That's so true. There are things they just can't and should not be digesting at this young age. And that is that. Grandma Nicole still hasn't learned that lesson, and Vernon was the star of this tepid episode. Thank you so much, Jasmine. That is so true. That conversation was golden. Nicole don't know. For her to be a psychiatrist, she really doesn't know how to read the energy of her patients. When it's family, Nicole, send them to somebody else. You don't need to be talking, honey. Just bye, boo. Just go be a psychiatrist to somebody else, because you're not helping your family at all. But thank you for that breakdown, Jazzy, as always. Thank you. We got Raquel Batson 3260. She says, I was hoping when Tyrell was at Orphe Jean's, Regina would have seen him there. I know, right? That would have been so cool. Or he would have seen her and he would like, wow, I seen that lady before. Because they look like they were babies, like babies. But I wonder would he have remembered her. So yeah, that was really dope. Hopefully when they're there again, they'll run into Auntie Regina and see what happens. We have Cynthia Judkins 2250. She says, oh my, Sharon had a panic attack. Right. Sharon needed to stop it. She wanted that spotlight on her, honey. She best stop all that damn breathing and get on that stage and sing, girl. Yes, Cynthia, that is so true. We have Angelica W40. She says, Vernon and Anita are very selfish, controlling people. And keeping the Martin secret from Nicole was absolutely horrible. Nicole is Martin's mammy. They weren't protecting Martin. They were protecting the Dupree name. And I absolutely 100% agree. And James does too. He says, boom, shakalaka. Yes, I totally agree. It had nothing to do with protecting Martin. It had nothing. If it was about their name. And they could have easily, even though that was a sundown town, the pull and the position that he had as a senator and Martin has it as a congressman compared to a constituent, they could have easily in that town, they could have easily put them in jail. They could have easily did that. They just needed the right type of jewelry and everything, and I don't know why they just didn't use that angle. Because when you're a senator and a congressman, you have privileges that we as constituents don't damn have. And that I think that Vernon was trying to protect his legacy of giving these profound speeches and having all their money and prestige and all this other stuff in country clubs and stuff. That's what that was about. It ain't had nothing to do with Martin, protecting Martin at all. It really wasn't. But thank you so much, Angelica, and thank you, James. We have Raquel. She also says, Sharon, with all that funkiness, is now having a panic attack when it's time to perform. Ain't that something, girl? Who knows, baby? Who knows? That shit. I don't know why she had that panic attack. All that stuff that she claimed came since the moment she appeared on camera was all funky. Now when it's time to be fly, you acting foul, you know. So yeah, girl, yeah, that's so true. We have Blaze Network 1990. Hey, she said, hey Auntie, hey boo, hey Blaze, what's going on, girl? Okay, we have Carolyn McWilson 497. Carolyn says Nicole wasn't trying to hear none of that about getting back with Ted. Nope, not at all, honey, not at all. Like I said, Ted ain't got a place in hell for her. I don't care if it's the coolest spot in hell. It ain't for her. And it definitely ain't for him. And it definitely ain't for them. It is over. It is over. It is over. But thank you so much, Miss Carolyn. We have Peace Angel 4192. Hey, Peace. She says, after all that BS to get people to go, articulate drama about who's going to sing what and Sharon's sudden dilemma, I'm too tired to go. Y'all let me know how it went. And House of Sir James was giggling, right, girl? Peace, I'll tell you about it, girl. Peace, I'll tell you about it, honey. Don't you just lay back, my love. Lay back and have a good time. Thank you, Peace. We have Raquel Batson 3260. Raquel says, I agree, Auntie. We definitely need a big, strong brother to manhandle Joey. We need a crossover with family business. Them Duncan men will handle Joey well and look good while doing. Okay, family business. All right. I think I've seen that. I haven't seen the show, but I remember seeing that title. Yeah, we need some brothers on there. Joey think he got it. No, he ain't got it. He just is cocky. He always needs somebody of another persuasion to step in for him. He had Randy, and now he got this Asian guy. So we're gonna have a Puerto Rican guy next. You know, it's like, what's that about? Yeah, and you really don't like to have your hands dirty. So what's all of that about, Joey? So yeah, I agree, my love. I agree. So we have James. He says, down bad Dr. Doug must have sobered up behind the scenes. Put some defibrillator paddles on the heart of episode number 102 and gave it a good shock. This episode showed signs of life. Danny has been subjected to the negative repercussions of the Martin Vernon scandal since the first, being forced to attend Bill and Haley's wedding to now using her intellect, force of will, and love for her family to influence Martin to man the fuck up, rep the Dupley family, and attend that damn show. Danny and Nicole make a better team than Vernon and Anita when it comes to crisis management. Like they said, you go your way, I'll go mine. You go there, I'll go here. Let's work together. And that's exactly what they did as sisters, sissies. So I love it. Thank you for that breakdown, James, as always. We have Carolyn McWilson, 497. She says, Nicole wasn't good with this lie, but she wants Smitty to accept the lie. When in the case, Nicole, you wouldn't. Right. Ain't that something? She tried to say that what they went through was completely different, with her and Ted, but a lie is a lie, right? You want him to get over the fact that, that Martin has lied to him, and you just want him to just forget it. Okay, Nicole. Okay. Very hypocritical, but okay. But thank you so much, Miss Carolyn. We have Nikki Vaughn. Hey, Nikki. She says Smitty could have sent Martin a text for that conversation. That is so true, but he needed to smell his scent. That's what he wanted to see Martin stand there. Child, who knows, girl? Why did he ask him to come over there? And Martin, it was quick. He ran over there, baby. He ain't waste no time. That was so funny to me. It was so funny. And Angelica, she responds to Nikki and says, Smitty needs to stand up and be a man and talk to Vernon face to face instead of taking everything out on damn Martin. Why don't he just go to Vernon and tell Vernon how he really feels? And I agree, Angelica. I agree. Just tell him. I believe he will. I believe in due time, yeah, I believe he will. They just needed to focus on Anita and get this show out the way. But I think that he will. He should, because he does not have any problems, expressing how he really feels. So I agree. James says that this thumbnail of Danny is going to give me nightmares tonight. She looks like Jack Nicholson in The Shining. I'm going to sleep with my crowbar next to me tonight in this case. That's what she said to Andre. She was like, can you see the smile? She said that to Andre when she saw, was it that? Yeah, when she saw him that he was over there at her parents' house. So I was like, I got to get something that's going to grab attention. And I saw that. I was like, that's the only thing that I can remember in the episode that grabbed a lot of attention. Her damn Jack in the Box, big old ass smile. But thank y'all. Y'all are funny. And Jasmine talking about that thumbnail is scary. It is. It really is. We have Angelica. She says, I think there is too much focus on what Samantha and Tyrell should know. They need to chill and stay in a child's place. Their parents will give them the information that they feel they need, and that's it. The person that bothers me the most is Smitty. He's acting like a spoiled brat. Not to invalidate his feelings, but why can't he understand that Martin was not maliciously lying to him? The man was having his nightmares, torn and full of fear. All Smitty can think about is himself. Smitty is totally getting on my nerves, but to be honest, Smitty has always gotten on my nerves from day one. Smitty is a male Ashley. They could be twins. They're both whining, nagging, pain in the ass. Angelica, you better speak, girl. Well, that means if Smitty is about his own self, then Martin is the same. They're made for each other. They're made for each other. Because remember, Daddy told Martin, this is not about you, nigga. It's about, And so Smitty's the same. Smitty is the same. He's the same. Yeah, so I agree. Thank you so much, Angelica. I love the breakdown of that, honey. And it would be crazy if Smitty and damn Ashley was twins in real life. You know what I'm saying? But thank you. We have Carolyn McWilson. She says, hey, Auntie, recap of Fairmont Crest. Hey, my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She also says, Martin is weighing me down. Yeah, he was. All that begging and pleading for him to go to his grandmother's concert was getting on my fucking nerves. I'm sorry, Auntie, Danny, but I'm going to have to walk away and say no, and let me go make a phone call. It's like, you don't want to be around your grandmother and your grandfather. It's very clear. He don't want to. He can't stand seeing them. I think he claims that he's okay with why they did what they did, and he says that they did it to protect him, but I think he feels something different. I think that he doesn't feel that way. I think he says it, but I don't think he understands why they told him the way that they did and how he obeyed them for 2 years and carried that whole ugly secret. I think he doesn't like the fact that he did that for them. I really feel like that, especially not telling his husband. So yeah, it was wearing on him, but it was wearing on all of us. But so yeah, you're so right, Miss Carolyn. We have Cynthia Judkins. She says, I don't know. I still think Anita should do her solo on another day, but I get it. It would probably be hard to get everyone together a second time. Yeah, I felt that Anita have her own solo tour would be just as good as them having their one night reunion concert, or all three of them can have their own solos, but I think that they figured it out. They did figure it out. But thank you so much, Cent. We have James. He says Danny put it to Andre the way Ti is. To her, Andre is just a warm body placeholder until the warm body she truly wants divorces his mistake and returns to her. Andre's ego must need a pep talk about right now. He's just a booty call for the lady he's been intimate with, and he's unable to obtain the booty of the lady he liked to be intimate with. That's deep. You better do them bars, James. Yes, bars. Yeah, I'm thinking, but after I saw episode 103, I'm like, I think Danny is falling for him. But at the same time, she knows about Ashley. That's the good thing I like about this relationship. She knows about Ashley, but I hope that she's honest about how she really feels for him. She said, about the marriage thing. I can't remember which one it was. I'm no more ready to marry you than you are to marry me. So yeah, I don't know. I think that she's falling for him. I really feel like it's falling. She's falling. But again, she knows about Ashley. He's not lying to her. She knows. So, okay. Thank you, James. We have Carolyn McWilson. She says, I'm tired of Smitty. I think we all are, honey. I think we all are. He's hurt. He's hurt, and he wants it to be fixed. And so I understand it. I get it. But I'm like, God dog it, Smitty. Just can you lean in just a little bit, get a bro, little bit, a little bit of, pleasure, not pressure. It's like, come on now, you're being too hard on him. We have Jasmine Williams. She says, the smarty kids are way too entitled. Kids are not entitled to press their parents for more than they need to know. We would have gotten backhanded for that, right? Vernon had to make a split decision to protect Martin from the law that night. It was about protecting Martin. Sanctimonious Nicole still should have been told, though. She very well might have pressed them to go to the police. Bill is taking way too much heat for this. I understand Smitty's anger for the secret that put them in physical danger after he begged Martin to confess. Hypocrite me cold wants that's cute. I like that. Wants Smitty to give grace, then she won't. When she won't, Leslie will file up the concert somehow on her stolen designer duds. Maybe Evil will finally buy a clue and dump her toxic mammy. Ted needs to dump her until she does. He can't enable her and Leslie by extension. Yeah, choices. Yeah, that is all true. Thank you so much, Jasmine. Ted gets on my nerves because it's like when you bless Eva, Eva is real weak. I still can't believe he wrote her that check and he knew that girl's going to give that check to her mom. I just can't believe he wrote her that check. He's so disappointing. So disappointing. And after what we saw in episode number 103, child, we're gonna adjust our glasses and see what Dr. Carlton is going to do for Dr. Nicole. Thank you so much, Jazzy. As always, we have Raquel Batson, 3260. She says, the pictures of Danny were beautiful. No comparison between her and Ashley. I just don't get it. Shit, Ashley don't get it either. Ashley was like, I still don't understand, why would you, you date all these models overseas and stuff like that, these fashion models. What would you see in me? And so she don't understand it either. So we all don't, honey. We gonna all figure that shit out. To be honest, I think that she's just a conquest for him. I don't think that he really feeling her like that. So yeah, once he get it and she becomes damn clingy, he ain't gonna like that shit. He ain't gonna like it. He ain't gonna like that she's all clingy. He's not going to like it. But yeah, thank you so much, Raquel. We have Angelica. She says, Anita had many opportunities to sing solo, but I believe that she always will try to outshine Sharon and Tracy. Didn't she do a singing act with Danny and Naomi during the karaoke, and her grandkids were all there to watch her perform? Thank you. This is some BS that she wants her grands to see her do some damn singing. It was Vernon that started all of this articulate reunion nonsense, and I'm sure that he had an ulterior motive. Watch out, Vernon. The Martin situation is not the last of Vernon's sneaky underhandedness. I always was suspicious of why he was pushing this reunion, and now this guy comes up with a solo crap. And I thought Anita said no at the first time. They are so fake. That is so, oh my God. Okay. Let me see what James says. James says, to be fair to Anita's karaoke night, it was Danny and Naomi who tricked her on stage. She went kicking and screaming, and I hate to open this can of worms. Let me begin by saying all three articulates are lovely. Not Tomas, lovely, but lovely. But here's the star and heroine. Anita, rich, beautiful, uber talented, light-skinned, and long, flowing white hair. Then there's Sweet Tracy, Tishan Brown Tracy, if you will. She's precious and the glue of the group, and moderating between Anita and the dark-skinned dark cloud of the group, scowling Sharon. Please, I hope the writers let Sharon have her moments to become shining Sharon. Side note, if Leslie messes up that concert, I'm going to be pissed. Yeah, James. Okay, both of y'all had great things to say. So Angelica, she came back. She says, thanks, James. I like what you said here, and I agree. They should have a chance to shine. Oh, y'all, I just love it. I do. I love that we can express ourselves and we can be honest here in love. So thank y'all so much. Those comments were from episode number 101 with Danny and the scary smile. So let me just take a quick break real quick. Give me some water and I will be back with episode number 103, baby. 51 comments. BRB. All right, we are on episode number 103. And the first comment that I see is Miss Angelica. She says, I love the concert and I found a new love for Anita because I thought she was so humble. They were all so beautiful. It was so nice. Yeah, she was like, normally I just go and do my own thing and I don't ask y'all for shit. I just go and do it. This is going to be it and that's it. But she took a whole different, approach on the whole thing. And I think it was amazing. So yes, Angelica, you are so right. We have Gina Lloyd. Miss Gina, she says, I was so floored by Anita and the Articulates. They were amazing. Those performances were well worth the wait, weren't they? It was so cute. They had some moves. I mean, and even Anita had little booty cheeks back there. She got some curves and stuff. I was like, go ahead, Anita. They all look really, really beautiful. Such a moment that they both all deserve. They would have missed out on that moment just holding on to some dead woman's memory. So I'm happy that they were able to move forward with that. So thank you, Gina. We have Cynthia Judkins. She says they could have left they could have left that Derek / Ashley scene out, right? Right? I'm just like, why? Was that a scene filler? Y'all didn't need the filler. The whole episode could have been all about the articulates, all about everybody getting ready for it, all about them. It didn't have to be even just the whole Dougie and Vanessa and Shanice and you want to go and she could say, oh, I thought Dougie was coming. She could have came to the concert. Oh, he had something to do. All of that little banter and you don't believe me. What kind of plan are you and your partner? All of that shit didn't need to be done. I mean, I'm like, ugh. Y'all could have talked about that on Monday. So yeah, I agree. And so Miss Welder says, hey, Miss Welder, she says, I agree. They could have showed us more of the articulate singing. I was so mad when they put them on to the screen. Yeah, y'all heard it in my voice. I was like, why don't y'all just hurry up so we can get on with the damn concert? Damn, I was so mad. I was so mad about that. I was like, y'all showing them how to piss in my tea and say it's lemonade. Miss Win Talk Tay, hey, I'm sorry, Miss Win Tay Talk, hey, Win Tay, hey. She says completely, she's screaming that I'm so sick of them, especially Ashley. She meant that thing. Thank you, Tay. Thank you. We have Raquel Batson. She says, when Martin walked up to Smitty, he didn't even acknowledge Tyrell. What the hell, Martin? Wow, I didn't even notice that. I didn't even think about that. I really didn't think about that. He's so focused on getting back with his husband, and he knows that Tyrell is mad at him. Because I think, did somebody tell him that? Did Nicole tell him? Doesn't he know? I think he knows. I believe. Who knows, honey? Who knows? But yeah, they're all acting damn weird. Awkward. All of them are about this whole situation. But thank you so much, Raquel. We have Jep ALV23. Hey, Jep. They said, oh my God, love these recaps. Yes. Oh, thank you. I don't remember ever seeing your name here before, but thank you so much for being here. We are definitely a communicative family over here. So please don't let this be the first or last time that you say anything on this channel, my love, because your words do matter. Because over here, the comments are the content, okay? Your words do matter. So thank you so much. That means so much to me. We got James. James said, the build up to the Articulates concert was an enjoyable watch, and the concert met and exceeded all my expectations. The ladies were spectacular and looked the part of the legendary female group they were said to be. They commanded that audience. My articulate fatigue has become articulate anticipation. They need to give an encore in a future episode. Maybe around turkey time when the Lions versus the Bears, the Cowboys versus the Eagles will be playing. A chill will be in the air and down bad Dougie might be asleep, ready to push up those daisies come next spring. You keep saying that. I don't want Dougie to die. He can't. We got to see the twins first. James, change your mind. My only complaint about the Articulates concert was that they only sang one song. I wanted them to sing at least three. I wanted them to sing at least three, and let each of them sing their own lead to the part, unless unless Anita was like the lead singer to the group on all singles. But I would have rather, if not one, at least two. But I wanted to see three. I didn't mind the Anita solo. I really didn't. I was okay with that. But it was, the whole thing was about the articulates, and they only did one song. I wish they would have had did more. That's my only complaint about it. But otherwise, I love the build up. I love the costumes. I love the behind the stage drama. I love that Vernon gave them all roses this time instead of giving it to Anita only. That Anita blessed them real good with the jewelry. I think that everything it worked off smooth. They look so beautiful, all three of them. And I hopefully, like I said, I cannot wait. Hopefully I will get a chance to meet the lady who plays Tracy at her next jazz set here in Charlotte. Let me see when Maria Howell. I'm going to see when the next time she's going to be at our local thing, and I think it's like next month, but I don't know if I'm free. I think I'm doing my show around that time when she comes. I don't know, but I would love to at least take a picture with her, tell her how much I loved her role on the show, and that can I just take a picture? So I think that she's supposed to be here. Let me look up Maria. Oh, some friends of mine are gonna be performing next week. I'm gonna have to go check them out. Miss Maria Howell. Let me check her out. I know y'all like, Auntie, we can't even see you typing. You just acting like we sitting right there. Like, yeah, I am. Let me see. Let me put y'all on pause. I think she will be in town on September the 6th. It's on a Saturday. Let me check something. I don't know if I can definitely go because that's a load in for us, and I think I have to be there. So I don't know. I'll have to check and see what they mean. But I would love to go see her. But anyway, yeah, Miss Maria Howell is so amazing, and she's always here. So if I don't catch her now, I can definitely catch her at some other time. All right, let me go back to the video. We have Miss Welder. She says, I know you're going to love what Danny's wearing. You're blink. Yeah, I do. I mean, did you mean the Tita? That whole, now I'm a little thicky. I'm way thicker than Danny. So that whole twisty thingy, honey, with the gold, whatever that accessory was, that thing was bad. That was couture all the way. It fit her body. Can't nobody just walk up in there and put that shit on. So you're right, Miss Welder. You're right, my love. We have Angelica. She says, I don't trust Eva. And I think that Leslie can get her to do anything. Kat may be spoiled and talk a lot of shit, but you know where she's coming from. That's what I was saying. Thank you so much, Angelica. Eva will smile in your face while stabbing you in your back. Thank you. She's a beautiful girl, but when it comes to her mom, that is her Achilles heel, and she does anything to that woman. Why do you trust her around your damn purse? And why did you have those tickets right there in your purse? You weren't even dressed for the concert. Did you? Maybe you came straight from work there. Left them in the car or something like that. Why did you have to bring them? And why did you leave your purse there? You knew the last time y'all ate together, that bitch ain't had no money. Oh, Eva and Ted. Ted's on my fucking nerves too when it comes to Leslie. Leslie gets away with too much shit, too much stuff. But I agree. I agree with you, Angelica. I really do. We got Miss Welder. She says that's why Haley goes around Danny. She can blame it on her having miscarriage, so Bill will hate her. Yep, that's what I think. I think that once if she has that catch up miscarriage, again, I am not making fun of miscarriages. I've had a ectopic pregnancy before, so it ain't no joke. But I'm saying we all know that bitch was lying about her pregnancy. We all know that. We all do. So yeah, that picture was fake. She called somebody to check to see how they was doing. You know, who knows? But I don't believe in it. She gonna always. Danny can never get a break with Bill. She'll never get a break with Bill if Haley is always there cock blocking. But thank you, Miss Welder. We got Crystal Water. She says, as soon as Carlton showed up at the concert, baby, praising Nicole to Martin and putting down his father, I knew instantly there would be something between him and Nicole. Then Nicole noticed Carlton was sitting next to Leslie and said he wouldn't let her act the fuck up. And that was another sign. Looks like the preview show I was right. Hey, isn't there some kind of bro code? His medical partner's wife? That's really messed up, Carlton, on Carlton's part. Nicole's too. At least Ted didn't mess around with one of Nicole's friends yet. Thank you, Crystal. That's a good observation, girl. Yeah, I was waiting for him to show up. It was because again he put it. He's like, look, you want me to hit on your wife? I can be a SOB if you want me to, and then she could see how good of a catch you really are. I don't mind now. So it's not like he didn't put it out there. Ted knows. So I can't wait to see how that's going to grow. I think they're going to have really good chemistry. Carlton and Nicole. I really do. We have Blaze Network 1990. Hey, Blaze. Blaze says they really had them do just one damn song. Like they couldn't do two. Thank you. That's what I'm not pleased about. I think they should at least have them do two, maybe three. And they could have cut out all of that hospital garbage and the damn Ashley and Derek bullshit. They could have cut that all out for me. And they could have had them ladies. I mean, the way that I timed it, they had them do like the show like the last 20 minutes. The last 20 minutes of the damn program was their concert. That and the whole build up with people taking selfies. One picture they showed it the same time. They showed it twice. I'm like, y'all should have had a lot of extras just standing in line. Y'all could have said, hey, can y'all take a picture? It's like they showed one particular picture twice. Because I was like, I saw that picture before. And I was like, who was that? I ain't know none of them people. I was like, that was kind of, I didn't like it. But other than that, yeah. But thank you. Thank you for agreeing with me, Blaze. Thank you. We have Cynthia Judkins. She says, that was cute what Vanessa had on. Even Leslie had on at the concert. Yeah, it was cute. And she knew she was looking cute, too. Leslie was like, pow, pop, boom. Leslie knows she's a beautiful woman and she knows how to throw her body the way she wants to. But thank you so much. Cynthia also says Eva going to get enough of leaving her purse with her mammy. Girl, whew, I don't understand. But she ain't gonna learn a lesson because she's so indebted to her mom. She ain't gonna never turn her back on that woman. That you went to your dad when you know your dad don't like your mom. And the mother fucked up his marriage. And he gave her money. You fucked up my whole marriage. Well, I mean, he did. He did it his own self by not telling Nicole. But that lady just made a fool out of you. And you going to say, well, here, write her this check. I'm like, God, that was so dumb. That was not cool. I didn't like that at all. Y'all could tell I was very displeased. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Let me calm down. Thank you so much, Sid. We have Angelica. She says, I'm loving Nicole. I hope she does not take Ted back. But Ted's best friend is looking at his wife, and guess what? It's Javon from Divorced Sisters. Say, what? Yeah, girl, it's Javon. And you know how he is. If you married and you light-skinned, baby, he gonna jump on you. I hope that he's okay with being typecast, because he plays that so well. The other man. You have a lot of women that play the other woman, but it's not too many men that's always typecast as the other man, the other nigga. So he plays that really, really well. And that voice, oh yeah. So I can't wait to see the chemistry that him and Nicole has on screen. It's going to be yummy. We have Nikki Vaughn. She says, my group pick that I pay almost anything to see the Jacksons. I mean, all of the brothers at once. Okay. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you. That would have been epic too. $300 a ticket. Yeah. All of them. Yeah, that would have been great. Because do I still have the concert on my channel? At one point, I had the Victory Tour on my channel. That damn video had a lot of views. I don't know if I have it. Let hold for just a second. I think I took that video down because although it got a lot of greater amount of views, YouTube was like, no, you can't be taking other people's stuff and showing it. Because I always wanted to see the Victory Tour, but I'm sure if you look it up on YouTube, you can find it. But yeah, that would be great. Thank you so much, Nikki. We have Cynthia Judkins. She says, on the commercial leading up to today, they made it seem like Leslie might have been talking to Nicole when she said, you're causing a scene. Yeah. They I guess that's marketing, honey. You know how they do. they edit certain things. Like sometimes, depending on how many people are in my thumbnail, I will make it seem like they've been talking to each other and they weren't even in the same scene together. So, but now I'm just sticking to just using one picture in my thumbnail. The most craziest picture that I can pick from the episode, that's what I'm choosing to do. And it seems to have gotten people to check it out. But thank you so much. We have James. He says, Dr. Carlton is on the move. Dr. Carlton walked up into that concert hall looking like Goliath to Ted's David. He basically told Martin his papa ain't dookie for the way he treated Nicole, and that he told Ted that to his damn face. What? Then, while the Dupree ladies were fretting about how to keep Leslie from acting the fuck up, we all noticed a look of calm bathing the face of the goddess as big, burly Dr. Carlton imposed himself next to Leslie to ensure there wouldn't be any shenanigans. And didn't the goddess take a seat right in the front of the good doctor during the concert? She did. Yes, I believe she did. It's all over, Ted. Paging Dr. Fitzgerald. Paging Dr. Nicole Fitzgerald. Yeah, because remember, she was going to stay backstage and watch the concert. She decided that she saw Carlton, and she's like, oh, he's sitting beside her. And he winked at that eye. If you look at Divorce Sisters, that left eye of his has a whole roll of itself on that show. But on this show, on Beyond the Gates, he winked his right eye at her, which was a sign of, I got you. You ain't got to worry about that, bitch. I got you. I saw how she cut a fool at your anniversary party. I was there, so I know her. She could put a mint in her mouth all she want to, but she ain't having none of this. This is for you. It ain't for her. This is for you, Nicole. So yeah, that was good, Carl. That was good. That was good, James. We have Angelica. She says, Nicole better be ready, honey, because Dr. Carlton is coming for her, and I ain't mad. Ooh, Ted has too many opportunities, but he's too busy running behind Leslie and Eva. Facts, all facts, my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got Jerry Jones, 8671. Hey, Jerry. Jerry says, I agree Nicole has given Ted more than enough chances. I'm definitely Team Carlton. Okay, hey, Jerry, thank you so much for coming by, baby. I don't remember ever seeing your comment, so please don't let this be the first or last time you came by here, because your words matter, honey. We appreciate you stopping by and talking, okay? We have James. He says, the goddess, he's responding to Angelica. The goddess had better be ready, just like you said. I just hope Carlton comes in like a gentlemanly lamb, if such a thing could exist. Nicole is a lady. Carlton can't come in like a lion expecting to devour her. Dr. Carlton is smooth. He just doesn't know the rules of the game. He probably invented them. Facts. I feel like he makes up his own rules, and I feel like she'll be just fine with that. I think she'll be just fine, James. We have Carolyn McWilson. She says Martin is so used to being lied to, he can't stop. Yeah, he is. Martin is just so used to being lied to, he cannot stop. Yeah. He's used to doing the lying and being lied to. Yeah, lied to. So yeah, that is very, very true, my love. We have Cynthia Judkins. She says, the only person I would think about spending that much money on will be, yes, girl, Luther Vandross, honey. I'm a huge fan. Did you see his movie, Scent? Did you have a chance to see his movie? What's it called? I can't remember. But it is so good. I think it's on Amazon Prime or Netflix or something. I've seen it twice. And yeah, it's such a good movie. You need to watch it, girl. You'll fall in love. And his shows back in the day was like very, very classy. You had How Can I Ease the Pain? Lisa, damn. Y'all know who Lisa is, and the other lady and the guy. Oh my God, they were so gorgeous. They looked like little doll babies. Because he said he went to London and he loved how the way they dressed. And Bette Midler, he loved all of the performances that she would do and how she would have her people dress up. So that's how he got inspiration to have them dress up real queenly like. Their costumes were immaculate. So yeah, James responds to Scent and he says, but surely not these days, Scent. Not unless you can get a ticket to watch Luther Vandross performing with a heavenly host of angels. James also says to send YouTube concerts. That's what's up. I listen to everything from Charlie Parker, okay, Miles Davis, John Coltrane, to Count Basie and Duke Ellington. I'm a frustrated saxophonist, okay. And Johnny Hodges is my favorite. Then when my brown has me feeling right, I'll switch it up to a phase O, riding high, and then some Isley Brothers, Gap Band, and who knows what all. Who knows what all. Yeah, that's cool. Um, James, there's a couple of friends of mine who have done a show called Miles and Coltrane. It's a script that it's a two-man show, but they have, other elements in it. I'm not too sure if you've ever heard of that show, if they've toured in your area. I know for sure that they did go overseas to London a couple of years ago. They just finished a run maybe 3-4 years ago, and it's great. If you ever have the opportunity to see Miles and Coltrane, it's a great piece. All of their music is like flowing through the show. It's very poetic, but it gives them so much homage to their music and their stance on who they were as men, and it does not, stray away from their issues that they had. And you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, Jay. So if you ever get a chance to see the show Miles and Coltrane, I'm really hoping that they'll bring it back, because one of the actors in the show, he fell ill, but he's on his way back to recovery. You will really, really love Miles and Coltrane. You really will. But I'm going to have to check out those other groups. I never heard of Phase O. But of course, everybody else I heard. I don't remember hearing Johnny Hodges. So you know how to play the saxophone, James. James, you be having them women swooning, because you know them women love a man with a long saxophone. Thank you, James. We had sent, she says, everything that goes wrong in Leslie's mind is going to be Ted's damn fault. You know what, Sin? I'm going to say it without saying it. And y'all can read between the lines. Just be careful of what you say in the comments, because we don't want y'all comments to get flagged, nor this video. But we know somebody in today's time that when anything goes wrong, they always blame the previous administration. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Thank you so much, Sent. We have James. He says, Leslie is incorrigible. When the Grinch stole Christmas, he had a change of heart and gave Christmas back. But that damn Leslie is such a deceitful, sleazy, sneaky, thieving, treacherous, heartless, cruel scoundrel, and she will steal Christmas, Easter, and the money from under the pillow of the tooth fairy, would leave a baby for his or her shed teeth. Ooh, Leslie will steal the grin off the skin of the wicked witch of the West, baby, and Eva is going to leave her purse unattended in Cat's mama's reach. Oh, you keep saying that Leslie is Cat's mama. They say insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Well, Leslie, baby, has driven Eva batshit crazy. She continues to trust that woman and will always end badly. Facts, all facts. Thank you so much, James. He also says, but now I remember Auntie said Dr. Carlton is basically the other side of a nasty coin. Nicole is too young and gorgeous to play Joey to Dr. Carlton. You got to elaborate on that, my love. What does that mean? She's too young to play Joey. Well, yeah, she is too. Okay, I get it. Yeah, because Joey is old as Methuselah. So yeah, Nicole is demure. She's very sophisticated. We ain't got to worry about her cutting up with anything. She just got to be careful because she is married. But you know who she's gonna have to talk to Vanasty about that, because they're besties, and Vanasty has already confided in her that she's fucked around on Doug. So even if, because she can't talk to Danny about it, because Danny ain't too keen on cheaters. So, well, that's not really cheating. But anyway, she's going to talk to Vanessa about it before she even thinks about it. I feel like she is. Because Vanasty knows the tea. She's done it. She's an expert at when it comes to that. So yeah, we have Pearlie Cole. She says Carlton is sleazy. He shouldn't pounce on his partner's wife. Facts. Andre was ear hustling when Carlton was talking to Nicole, and I think Martin noticed that Carlton was gushing about his mom a little too much. Thank you, Miss Pearlie. She's absolutely right. And Sharon B. Beaton. Hey Sharon, how are you, my love? She says, I'm glad Andre was listening to Carlton so he can warn Ted about his partner. Yeah, because he was like leaning back, like, what the fuck he talking about? I hear you up there talking about. I mean, Carlton didn't even try to whisper to Martin about what happened. He was like, well, I told your mother she deserved better. I'm like, why can't you just not pull him to the side and tell him that? Why you got to talk about this like loud in front of everybody? Okay? I mean, damn. But yeah, that was interesting. That was real interesting. So thank you so much, ladies. We have Carolyn McWilson. She says, what if Sharon is Leslie and Dana's mom? Sharon is Dana Leslie's mom. I don't know. I think that she would have seen it. She would have acknowledged it by now. Leslie would have said something because she saw them on stage performing. But that is such a great concept, though. I never thought about that. That would be interesting because they both are damn extra. And they kind of favor too. So that would be something. She said her daughter and her sons was in the audience, and that damn Leslie come backstage. Like, that's my mother. That would be so crazy. All right, we have Raquel Batson. She says, I'm nauseous. The upcoming scene with Ashley and Andre kissing. No, Team Dandre. Okay, I didn't even see that. Okay, Dandre. Oh, and then Sharon, she responds and says, Andre has wanted Ashley since the beginning, and I don't know why, girl. But he has always fantasized about her. Right, Sharon? I don't understand either. It's like I said, even Ashley don't understand why he wants her. She don't get it. When he dates all these models and stuff, but you know who knows who he's fucking around with? Shanice knows that he's kicking it with that damn Danny. She knows it, and she gonna be sitting there laughing, kikiing all in the background, and Derek with his old dumb behind want to wait on her, and I want you back, blah blah, girl. Whatever. We have Raquel. She also says, okay, now this should have been episode 100, right? It was amazing. The ladies sounded so good and looked beautiful. This episode was perfect, except unspicy ass Ashley and her Eeyore interpretation. Oh my God, she's so annoying. Derek is better off. Ugh, yeah. They didn't have to include her. That was a whole mess. We got Crystal Waters. Crystal says, I guess it's going to be Andre and Ashley now, huh? He said he knows what he wants, huh? Why her, though? I don't get it. She's so dull. La, la, la. Yeah, that is so true. She's confused. She said, I miss you, but I don't want to be with you, Derek. It's like, girl. I'm telling you, she's going to try to put all her eggs in one basket with Dre, and Andre is not going to give her what she wants because she's going to be too fucking needy. And he don't like no needy woman. He like to come and go as he pleases. It might be all sunshine, roses, and damn tulips in the beginning, but she's going to be wanting to know where the fuck he is. Where you at? Why you ain't called me? I've been calling you. You with Danny? What she's doing? You've been gone too long. You didn't tell me you was going. Oh my gosh, she's going to be so annoying to him. I feel it. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Crystal. We have James. He says, sorry, Sin. I keep starting the recap. It just reached the point where Auntie asked which group, dead or alive, we would spend big money to see at a concert. This is the last time I try to clean my messy kitchen and listen to the recap at the same time. James, you can't multitask. That's not meant for men to do that. Men can't multitask, honey. James, you be cracking me up, honey. You be cracking me the fuck up. All right, we have Ms. Welder 69. Ms. Welder says, I just listened to your last front porch and talk, and If they bring somebody from Bold and Beautiful, it should be Carter Walton. Okay. Talk about tall, dark, and handsome, and we'd be perfect for Danny. Again, I don't know his real name. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, Miss Welder. Yeah, we need somebody who's tall, dark, handsome, and successful, right? All right. Hopefully I think that they are gonna. They are trying to do some crossover. So I'm hoping that that will be somebody that she will be looking at and get the fuck away from Andre's confusing behind. But thank you, Miss Welder. We have Pearlie Cole. Miss Pearlie, she says, unfortunately, I think Danny is falling for Andre. You are so right. He's going to choose Ashley. They showed them kissing and it wasn't a peck. Right. I saw it, girl. Their heads was twisting around and he was biting on her lip and shit. And Pearlie, child. And the way she was looking at him backstage and just smiling and just mesmerized by Andre with that shiny ass shirt. I was like, oh my God, Danny, please don't fall for him, please. You said you wouldn't right now, please. Is the lovely that good? We know that he's not lovely. He's way more than lovely, but is it that good, girl? Yeah, I think you're right, Miss Pearlie. Sharon replied to Pearlie and says, yes, Danny, is too late, girl. Andre wanted a real relationship with her, but she still can't let Bill go. She can't. She cannot. She cannot. I know. Oh, well. We have Miss Welder. She also says, okay, oh my God, I'm listening to you the next day while you're watching it. I keep yelling when you're talking about Ashley and Derek and Andre, and wait until you see the previews for next week. You're going to die. Yeah, girl. I saw it, girl. I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. Right, we have my girl Ronnie, 8347. Hey Ronnie, hey boo. She says, side note, has anyone else heard that Giselle Bryant and Dr. Wendy from Real Housewives of Potomac are set to make an appearance on Beyond the Gates? I think sometime next month. No, girl, I didn't hear that. But you know, you always notified me all the time. Every time something was popping off, you even told me when the when the old Ted was leaving. So yeah, that'd be cool. Again, you know, Karen Huger was the one, like she was on the first episode, giving the welcome to Fairmont Crest, you know, so it would make sense that Giselle and Wendy made an appearance. So that'd be super dope if they did that. And Ronnie also says, I'm going to try real hard to be in the building for the live tomorrow. Oh, thank you. You know, I've been rocking with you, little sis, from the beginning. You sure have, honey. We in this thing at this point. We fam. Yes, we are, baby. Yes, we is. Yes, we are. We are family, honey. And I appreciate you, Ronnie. You, my Zeta sister, you guys used to talk to me all the time. So I appreciate you. I think one of my videos I did tell you that I miss hearing from you. So I'm happy to see that you peeked your head in. I know we all live busy lives, but I understand. But thank you. If you show up tomorrow, girl, you know I love you. If you can't show up, guess what? I'm still going to love you. I'm like that with anybody. That even when it's with my shows, I have so many people who say that they can come and then they can't come because other things happen. I understand. As long as they send their love and their prayers, that's just as good as their presence. So, but thank you, Ronnie, as always. Ronnie also says, this was the best episode all week for me. Ted is starting to really irk my damn nerves. At this point, if he is not going to fight harder for Nicole, then leave her the fuck alone. Get with Leslie, since he seems to be more concerned with what that bitch is doing and what she's not doing. I'm over it. Either make some real moves to reconcile or move on already. I actually like the idea of Nicole and Carlton. They look better together, in my opinion. You right, sis. You right, big sis. You're absolutely right, girl. You ain't wrong with that. Yeah. I hope that Nicole has a good time with Carlton. And that's all I'm going to say. Thank you, Ronnie. Right, my love. I saw somebody, Book Diva. Hey, Book Diva. I'm not too sure if you're listening, but I will certainly be sure to do a reminder. I'm probably do a real quick short. I might let my lady recap Aunty remind y'all about the live tomorrow. So I might do that. Let her talk about it and do a quick video so y'all can see and don't be forgetting. And again, the more the merrier, will be fine. And anything you want to sip on, baby, bring it. I might have to go and make a quick run, because here in the Carolinas, these damn ABC stores, I walk to my refrigerator. So if you hear that, these damn ABC stores like close early, so it's like about 5 o'clock my time now. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload this video. I probably will not be posting these. I might stop being lazy and going in and try to screenshot all of these comments. This is the longest one, but I'm gonna have to think of another way, baby, because y'all be talking and every word y'all say is important to me. So I gotta make sure that, I don't know if I'm gonna show y'all the pictures or show y'all words, but I think the words on the screen will matter more. So I'm gonna do that. And again, I have a pretty low, low kill evening. My boo, he's working somewhere. Me and him had our fun yesterday, so yeah, I can work on this. I can definitely work on this tonight and get this out. But I'm definitely gonna do the Lady of Fairmont Crest cartoon. Probably, let me do her now and put her up as a story so y'all can be reminded. Ooh, all right, y'all. This is one of the longer videos, so we're gonna go ahead and go. And like I said, I don't even know if I'm gonna do the words. We just gonna have to just chit chat, because I don't even think y'all really watch. Do y'all be watching for y'all words, or did y'all be listening for the shout out? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know, because sometimes if y'all notice that if it's a long paragraph like what James be putting, sometimes I see the word, and sometimes I see a different word. Sometimes it's just all crazy. Or should I just put you guys' pictures and your screen names? I could probably do that, because I'll do that. I will definitely do that. So if you see your picture and shout out, it's not a shout out, because YouTube be tripping about that shit. I saw one girl people was paying her for shout out. This ain't no shout out. We just on the front porch just having a chit chat about the show. That's all we doing. Ain't no shout outs. But I think it'll be easier for me to just, grab all of you guys' picture, because most of these comments are from the same people. So I could just pretty much just put your picture up there from your channel. So even if you just use a alphabet, no picture, I'll put that on the screen. Or if you have a picture, I'll put that on the screen. I might just start doing that. And that way you'll know that it's you, So I'll do that, because these words, baby, ooh, they're getting smaller and smaller. But let me go ahead and finish this video. I love you guys so much, and I guess I will see y'all tomorrow, huh? Oh, shit. No pressure, right? No pressure. All right, see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. Bye.